Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. Okay, yeah, so if you follow me on my Facebook page, the Many Things Dave McRae Facebook page, you probably saw me post this morning a little blurb about something that's sort of grinding my gears. But at the beginning of that blurb, I gave a shout out to two guys. And I said that I wanted to do a video sort of on that and the thing that grinds my gears, and hopefully that I'd have a chance to get to it. Well, I have a bit of time, so here I am. So first things first, I want to give a shout out to Matt and Nick Turri, I believe it is, T-U-R-R-I, Turri, is that how you say it? If I'm butchering it, I apologize, but I think that's probably in the ballpark. I want to give a shout out to them. Matt got in touch with me on my Facebook page and brought it to my attention first. At least that's the comment that I saw first was from Matt. Now, he and his brother Nick live in Charleston, South Carolina, and it was Matt's brother Nick who was the one that was taking a lot of those set photos that we saw. Not the ones at night where you saw them actually shooting the movie, but during the day, you know, of the houses and the decorations and the ambulance and the police car and all that kind of shit. Well, that's Nick Turri, and Nick apparently is a photographer who lives in Charleston, South Carolina. So Nick, how you doing, buddy? Thanks very much for bringing that to my attention, because as an artist, I always like to give credit where credit is due. I think that's very important. So it's great that you came forward to let us know that. Totally awesome. Now, if you guys want to check out Nick and his work, I will leave links to his website and his Instagram in the description box below. So if you're curious, you can check that out. Now, that image of John Carpenter, this photo right here, that's been floating around, you know, the internet for the last couple of days, which is, you know, supposedly of John Carpenter from the set of the new Halloween film, is not, in fact, of John Carpenter from the set of the new Halloween film. Now, how do I know this? Well, both Nick and his brother Matt brought it to my attention that this was a photo that Nick took a few years ago, I believe at a convention, according to his brother Matt. So no, this is simply not John Carpenter on the set of the new Halloween film, but somebody or maybe a few people have taken this image and decided to run with it and present it like it actually is him from the set. And I remember when I first saw this image a couple of days ago, I remember thinking to myself, I think I've seen this before. It did look familiar to me, and that little voice in the back of my head did sort of say that. But of course, there were some pretty reputable sources displaying it as such, and I thought, okay, well, you know, I didn't do my normal digging that I usually do to the extent that I do before I post a video where I'm talking about facts, and I probably should have. But no, this is not an image of John Carpenter from the set of the new Halloween film like it's being presented online over the last couple of days. So anyway, that sort of leads into the other thing I want to talk about that really sort of grinds my gears and pisses me off. And it's something that I've noticed over the last couple of days. There are many people online now. Now, I don't know their names, but I've noticed on a few horror-themed Facebook pages, there are a few people that are beginning to share images of Michael Myers and the Michael Myers mask, and trying to pass it off that this is the mask, you know, the mask has been spotted on set. This is Nick Castle in the costume. Now, what you're seeing here is the Facebook page Halloween Horror. And as of right now, as of shooting this video, they have 5,698 people who like this page and 5,740 people who follow the page. That's of shooting this video, of course. Now, I don't know who runs the page. I don't know who created the page. I can't seem to find the admin information anywhere. That seems to be hidden, which is strange to me. But what I see here, this was posted 19 hours ago, and this is a post that just simply says, Nick Castle on the set of Halloween 2018. Now, if this is a satirical Facebook page like The Onion, okay, we get it. But I don't get the impression from their other posts that that's what this, you know, Facebook page is all about. This is a Facebook page that was created for the purposes of getting us excited, and somebody who created this is obviously excited about Michael Myers and Halloween and the new film that's coming out in October. And I would imagine that they would like to use this platform to give us updates, to give us news, you know, funny memes, you know, satirical, you know, jokes and shit and all that kind of stuff, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But also give us facts and not to manipulate those facts and lead us down sort of a wrong path. But what we have here is a statement that has no satirical nature to it, no joking sort of innuendo to it. It is just simply fact. Nick Castle on the set of Halloween 2018. Now, when I click on the image, this is on the first image, you see this image here. Now, this is clearly Nick Castle. He is sitting on the set of the new Halloween film. That is the back of him. In case you guys didn't know, yes, he does have a very long ponytail. And he's sitting on set staring off at two monitors off to the right. And then, of course, the bottom image is this image right here. This is not Nick Castle. Okay, this is not Nick Castle at all. This is, I don't know who this is. Maybe you're watching this video and you can say that it's you, but this is not Nick Castle, and this was clearly taken at the Myers house in Carolina, the replica Myers house, which I believe is in North Carolina, but you can comment below and correct me on that, but I believe that is the case. So this is not Nick Castle at all, but it's being presented, as you can see in the post here. It already has 43 shares. There are 43 people that have shared this image, and I've seen this post shared on other Facebook pages from people claiming it to be real, people asking if it's real, people saying, oh my God, look at this, holy snap and crap. And the fact of the matter is that it's a lie. It's not real. And these kind of things are pissing me off. Now, this is the same Facebook page, if I was to scroll down, that presented the images with John Carpenter and Michael Myers photoshopped in it. Now, the Photoshop is so bad that you're likely to assume, well, they must have known, you know, that we're going to sort of figure out that they're playing a joke, because the Photoshop is so bad that nobody could possibly think that this is actually Michael Myers on set with John Carpenter, or Michael Myers on set off to the right-hand side here, staring off, you know, into the ether. Well, the fact of the matter is that this image has been shared 78 times, and I too have seen this image of John Carpenter with Myers in the background being shared on various horror boards and websites as fact. People are like, oh my God, look at this. Doesn't Nick Castle look great? That mask is amazing. Holy shit, this is going to be the best Myers. And the people that have shared these deceiving images on Halloween Horror are not saying anything. They're not speaking up saying, oh, no, guys, it's just a joke. We're just messing around. You know, we're just having some fun. And the only reason I can think of that they're doing this is that they're hoping that these images go viral, which will draw traffic to their website, which will, you know, that gives the potentiality of more likes and more engagement into their pages. And what I have to say about that is fuck off. You know, stop doing that. Now, I know many of you out there are probably thinking, well, Dave, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Yes, I understand that. In the big picture, it's not all that big of a deal. But as a professional, as an artist, it grinds my gears. It pisses me off because it's the principle of it. Don't take credit for something that you were not a part of. Don't manipulate or exaggerate your role. And certainly don't try to deceive Halloween fans who are sharing these images who may not be any of the wiser, thinking that this is actually Nick Castle. You may know it's not him, and I may know it's not him, and the person who shared these images probably knows damn well that it's not him, but the casual Halloween fan or the casual horror fan, or even maybe some of the hardcore fans out there who, you know, haven't been brushing up on their Halloween skills as of late, could see this, and if it's good enough, not good, but good enough, they take these images and they run with it, and they share it, and then their friends share it, and their friends' friends share it. And for me, it's the principle of it, man. Look, when you have nearly 6,000 people that are paying attention to you, it's your job to present the facts. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. That doesn't mean you can't joke around. That doesn't mean you can't have some fun memes and some jokes and some GIFs and all that. Of course, go to town on that, man. But don't present fake news. It's fake news. It's fake news. And misleading information to the hardcore Halloween fan base right in the heart of this new film that is coming out, just because you want to draw traffic to your website. It's the principle of it, okay? I don't like it. It's disingenuous and it pisses me off. So I just think you need to stop doing it. So all I'm saying is, folks, is that it's the principle of it, okay? I'm not saying you're bad people. I'm not saying, you need to be dragged out into the street and punched in the face. But what I'm saying is that have some class, have some dignity, have some respect for the Halloween community. People want facts. They don't want to be misled. And like I said, it's not just Halloween Horror. I've just chose them because they were just sort of top of mind because I was just on their page. There are a few other pages as well that are running with these kinds of images, trying to present, false and misleading information as fact coming from the Halloween set. As somebody, who takes these things very seriously because of my job, that means something to me. To give credit where credit is due and not trying to deceive people is important to me, and it should be important to you. That's why I'm brutally honest with you. You may not always agree with me, but you know I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think based on my knowledge and my experience, and that's what you want. You don't want me to deceive you or bullshit you or, manipulate you. What kind of crap is that, right? Anyways, if you want to follow me on Facebook, you can at facebook.com/manythingsdave McRae. McRae is MCRAE. Facebook.com/manythingsdave McRae. Follow me there in the meantime and in between time. And I just had to get that out. It fucking pisses me off. It's the principle of it. I mean, it's not like it's ruining my day, but it's the principle. When I see that, it grinds my gears because I'm like, nah, dude, don't do that. That kind of fucking shit is important to me, man. And it should be important to you too, because you guys want facts. You guys want to know what is really going on and, what's actually happening. You don't want this fucking bullshit. You got to weed through all this garbage to get to what's true and what's concrete. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.